Good morning, New Yorkers. Looking for another beautiful day here in the city.
I like to read a lot of Kobe Bryant quotes and video clips, and I think he says the journey is the dream. It's not the end result. So yeah, I think, you know, like don't give up on your dreams, right? I mean, that's always been my biggest message to anybody and to myself. You know, and so you know, yeah, we're in SailGP now, but like this is just part of the journey, and you know, these next few years are going to be incredible, and you know, I think the stories being written every day.
I think the biggest lesson that I've learned is that if you keep working hard and you keep, you know, pushing those boundaries and pushing yourself, things will happen that you never expected to. Again, I never expected to be a professional sailor and make it my career. You know, I kind of picked something and went for it, and it has not always been easy. It has been a lot of bumps in the road, but I think I just kept trying and kept pushing. You know, it's kind of like a fever dream to kind of be living that dream that I never really knew was possible. My name is Anna. I grew up in South Florida, so I naturally just spent a lot of time on the water, and I was put into a sailing camp when I was really little, and I kind of just fell in love with it. A lot of my coaches said that I was a really goofy kid and I could never really focus or pay attention. Around 16 years old, and I really kind of took sailing seriously and ended up going to an Olympic Games, and now I'm here sailing professionally, and I hope I can be inspiring to a lot of other young women who, you know, want to take up sailing as a career.
My name's Mike Buckley. I was born in Boston, grew up on Cape Cod. I didn't grow up in the typical yacht club scene, but I was lucky enough to attend Tabor Academy, where I really learned about racing and competitive sailing, and is where my sailing career started. And I learned from really the best of the best at that stage of my life, and kind of then from there sailed in college and got into the professional side after.
The ocean's always been a huge part of my life. Growing up on a small island, it was just a big part of the culture there, and then eventually, you know, start sailing and getting into racing. It started mostly as you know, something fun and a way to, you know, get out and explore kind of the habitat that we grew up in on this small island. Yeah, we were always looking to, you know, use it as an excuse to kind of get away and get out there and find new things and I guess really like push our boundaries.
Got all the action for you this morning.
It maybe took me a little long to realize this, but you know, the ocean, or you know, Mother Nature is a really impressive place, and it's a thing that everybody should be able to experience.
Growing up in Florida, the ocean is such a huge part of who I am. From a young age, I just learned what it felt to have that freedom, like not really having anybody tell you what to do. It's just you and your little boat, and you get to feel the waves and you get to feel the breeze and the sun. And sailing has taught me just a lot of independence and just important lessons that I wouldn't have really learned in school or anywhere else. You know, you travel to all these different places, you learn different cultures, different kinds of people.
It's not lost on me how lucky we are to be able to, you know, kind of live our dreams on the water around the world. Racing in all these iconic cities around the world is, yeah, it's just so special.
So SailGP to me is, you know, one of the pinnacles of our sport. you know, as soon as I saw it, you know, my eyes were wide open, and I wanted to be a part of it immediately. You know, it's the fastest boats against the best sailors in the world, and you know, there's no dull moment, and yeah, I absolutely love it. It's exciting.
And I think SailGP is a really cool outlet for us to just kind of do what we love and do it very often. You know, I think it's a really cool opportunity, especially as a woman in sport, especially in a male-dominated sport, that I can pave the way for other women. And when I was little, I never even thought that SailGP was an option, and so I think the fact that I didn't even think it was possible, and now that I'm actually here, it's just proof that it is possible. You know, make it to the top of the sport and be racing with and against the best people in the world.
You know, when this opportunity came up, it was something we jumped on, and now to kind of be in the family is something that I have to pinch myself every now and then to, you know, realize that this is real.
Enjoy the weather and this beautiful skyline. It's good to be here.
I think SailGP and I hope our team in particular can be, you know, a rallying point to get more people out on the water, more people learning how to swim, more people, you know, checking out Mother Nature and getting to enjoy that.
I think the next generation and the younger sailors, and you know, not only our nation but around the world, would all dream to be a part of this.
We're not lying when we're saying there's an issue with stuff.
Bermuda was pretty full on. We had a really big crash. It was all over the internet. Yeah, I mean, I think I feel really lucky that everyone was okay and that I was okay as well. And I just think that things like this can happen. You know, we're sailing these really fast boats. It's high adrenaline, high speed.
It was, I guess, scary, for sure.
When we started to go, I remember thinking to myself, oh, I better hold on. I lowered myself in the cockpit. I grabbed on as hard as I could, and I remember thinking to myself, all right, nice, you're ready for this. And then I saw Taylor start to lift off in front of me, and I kind of went, well, he didn't hold on. And as soon as I thought that, I was airborne.
Oh, look at the back run! Oh my goodness! Oh, they fell! Oh my lord! Disaster! Oh, I hope no one's hurt in that. That was a disaster. They flipped the wing the wrong way there.
Watching the video back and seeing my teammates, you know, and I think that was probably the scariest part, just knowing that something really bad could have happened.
It was a huge relief to hear that everybody was okay. It's probably a miracle.
We're always looking to continue to push when we're on the water. Mistakes can happen. We've seen it happen in, you know, this league. We've seen it happen in F1. We've seen it happen in all these adrenaline, high-speed sports. And yeah, there's going to be crashes, and we're going to make mistakes. We need to go out there, and we need to be turned on all the time. You know, from the second we leave the mooring to the second we get back to the mooring and pull the boat out of the water, it's, you know, full mental focus.
Yeah, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, so let's go. I think we left the base last night at 10:30 p.m. and got in bed about 11:30 p.m. Oz and I were in the gym at 6 a.m. this morning, breakfast at 7. We had a team meeting at 9, down to the base here at 10:30, and you know, it'll be kind of on repeat today and tomorrow.
We're spending between probably 12 to 16 hours, you know, fully turned on, no breaks, and you know, and if we want to get to the top, we're going to need to keep pushing at this level for a long time.
You're trying to manage your energy levels, and we're taught at a fairly young age in our career to focus on the things that we can control, and that's what we're trying to do every day.
It requires a lot of hard work and a lot of long days and a lot of hard travel for not that many days at a time, and it's wearing for sure, not only on the body but on the minds. And as a new team, we're having to put in that extra mile to you know, keep pushing and try to close the gap between us and the leaders.
Success for me, I think it's a term that has changed definitions over the last probably 6-7 years of my life. Before, I would probably define success as winning, and I think that is part of success, but Success for me personally is just growth.
You know, the beautiful thing about sports is, you know, if you're not learning every day, you're getting left behind. And, you know, especially in this league with the best sailors in the world and our limited experience in an F50, I think we're learning every moment of every day. And unfortunately, there's not enough hours in every day to learn enough, but we're getting there. I'd like to see us, you know, being middle of the pack, fighting for an occasional podium next season. But outside of short and medium term results, I just want to see us improving, right? And I want to see us have a culture where we're learning every day.
Always making positive changes, I think that is success. And I think eventually the results will come. And even if they don't, I still know that I gave it my all. I'm working really hard, and yeah, I can live the next day knowing that I gave it everything.